there, it's Hillary and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today is a very exciting day because I am setting up my catch-all planner for 2024. I cannot believe that it is almost a new year. That is so crazy, and I'm excited and also slightly nervous to set this up. I have been procrastinating doing this because I think I just let my perfectionism kind of take hold of me and stop me from doing this. So I want to encourage you that it is okay if your planner setup is not perfect. And I am preaching that to myself as well today as I set this up, because I think that's just been kind of holding me back. So I've been procrastinating doing this video. I'm also just kind of tired, and setting this all up is going to take a lot of energy, but I am gonna push through. I am going to have a positive attitude, and I'm really excited because it's going to be a new year, a fresh start, and I just love this theme of good things take time, and in 2024, God has good things ahead for you and for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit at the beginning of some of the supplies I have, and then I'm going to put in some time-lapse videos, and then I'll come back at the end and show you what it looks like at the end. So for 2024, the planner I'm using is the Good Things Take Time planner. It is one of the new planners that I made, and it has this things to do layout. Now, a very close call was I also was really wanting to maybe use my Enjoy Every Moment planner. This one's really great because it has these different boxes where you can categorize your to-do lists, as well as the weekly layout here. In 2023, I used this layout, which is basically this wet dot grid pages next to it. So I almost picked this one, but I decided to kind of stretch myself and do this layout instead. And the only thing I'm slightly worried about is not having enough boxes each week for things to do. But my husband kindly reminded me that maybe I need to lessen the amount of things I try and get done each week. And he is 110% right. I try and get too much done and really burn myself out. And so I'm hoping that this layout with a limited amount of things to do will help me to really prioritize, to prioritize, and really say, okay, Lord, what do you want me to accomplish each week? So I have a whole blog post roundup about all of my planner printables as well as planners. And in that blog post roundup, it has links to videos to see flip-throughs of all the Creative Faith planners that I've made. I have daily planners, weekly planners, monthly planners, I have goal planners, I have hourly planners, and box layouts, and horizontal layouts, and traveler's notebook, and I have lots and lots of different ones. So definitely go check out that blog post roundup for more awesome planner content. And then I will link this planner down below on Amazon if you want to be planner twins with me in 2024. It does come with a glued binding like this, and then I take mine to Office Depot and I have them add on a spiral as well as a plastic page on the front, and this black kind of cardstocky thing on the back. And so that just kind of protects my planner, and then I put it inside of this Moterm planner cover. So it will live inside here for the new year. Let's go over a few other things that I have pulled to use to set up the planner. So I have a lot of printables in my Etsy shop that are planner printables, and so I think I have 2 different volumes that have multiple pages within them that are great for using to set up your planner. So I have this online order tracker, a wish list. These are freebies on my blog, actually, my books to read and books to read and get, books I've read and books to read and get. So this is a freebie that I'll link below. I also have these pages. The title on it is monthly highlights, but I like to use one for birthdays and one for upcoming events. I also have favorite songs from the year, movies to watch. I have a lot of, 12 bill tracker pages, and this is one of my most functional printables and most helpful printables that I made for my planner. So it's basically kind of like my financial checklist for the year, or each month. I do one per month. And then I printed off these gray rectangle months. This is another printable of mine, and I'm going to put this at the top of each of the bill tracker pages in my planner. I also have these Avery tabs. They're white, and I'm going to use this permanent marker. It's a thin permanent marker on them, and write January, February, March, and use those to go up and down the sides. I have my Creative Faith pen. This is my favorite pen to use with this. And then I also pulled a Tombow brush marker. I'm going with kind of a neutral color scheme. I also have my 2024 sticker that I'm going to put here in the inside. And these are available in my Etsy shop. And then I also have my brown floral printable. So again, I'm going with this really awesome neutral color scheme, and so I'm going to use this to decorate some of the intro pages. I also pulled some washi tape, some neutral washi tape. And then I like to use these. They're called glitter edgers. They're from the Planner Society. I think she's doing a 75% off sale in her shop right now. But I like to use them to divide up the different sections of the Creative Faith planner. Now, my old style of planner, I had the monthly layouts in the front and the weeklies in the middle, and then extra pages in the back. But this new planner is set up where it's one monthly layout and then weekly layouts, and then another month and more weeks. So I am still going to use this. I'm going to put one on the front and one on the back pages. So those are some of the supplies I pulled, and I have my favorite tape runner, Tombow permanent adhesive. And last but not least, a new thing that I found this year is this 1000 hours outside tracker, and it's really meant for people who have kids and encouraging kids to play outside for 1000 hours a year. And I'm not a mom and don't have kids, but I do know the importance of getting outside more. And now both my husband and I work 8 to 10 hours a day at our jobs, so I know it's not feasible for us to spend 1000 hours outside throughout the year, but I know tracking it is going to help make more progress than not. And so I'll link their website. She has a really interesting book. I haven't read it yet, but I want to. I also printed some pictures that I took throughout the last year to use as kind of my vision and goals board page. And then I also have some that I have on Pinterest too. I have a whole Pinterest board for 2024 where I've been gathering pictures for kind of how I want the year to look, and I will link that Pinterest board if you want to check that out too. So let's get started. Stop procrastinating, Hillary. Get going. And yeah, I hope this just inspires and encourages you to end your year with intention and start your new year with intention too. So I'm going to put you on fast forward now, and then I'll come back at the end and share how it how I set it up. So this intro page, I put my 2024 vinyl sticker here. I think that turned out really cute. And then I have a couple elements from Felicity Jane. And then I used the brown floral borders and corners pretty much on all the setup pages in the front. And I love just how cohesive it is, and I think it just turned out really, really pretty. Then I have a ton of quotes around here to inspire and encourage me this year. Then I put a page from my brown mug traveler's notebook printable, and any of the printables I mentioned I'll have linked down below in my Etsy shop. And I love just this focus for each day of the year, choosing to be thankful, leaning on the Lord in prayer, and filling up on Jesus. Next, I have my word of the year, which is rejoice, and my Bible verse of the year, as well as a prayer for the year ahead. I use those brown florals again, as well as some of my brown mugs elements. And then this verse card from Philippians 4, 6 and 7, it comes with the brown floral printable. And since my verse of the year is also from Philippians 4, I thought those kind of went well together. Next, we have my vision goals mood board, and the cool thing about this one is I mostly use pictures that I took or that are from me, and there are a few from Pinterest as well, but really neat to have this page and just focuses of the year on wellness and fueling my body and working out, focuses on slowing down and resting and relaxing, focuses on being in God's Word, maybe going to visit my husband's family in the Dominican Republic if he ends up getting his citizenship in time this year for us to do that. We'll see. Hoping to just slow down a lot. I put this little image of a pregnant lady in hopes that maybe, sometime this year God will bless us with a baby, but if not, He is still good. But that's just something that has been on our hearts and minds. And yeah, so I also sprinkled in these stickers from various Happy Planner books, so love having this spread. Next, I have my goals pages, and I haven't quite filled these in yet, but I did decorate them with those brown florals. I have my Year to Shine journal, which I am going to bring when I go out of town, and I want to work on this and kind of use this to fuel my goals for the year. And so if you want to see more about my Year to Shine journal, as well as a free 5-page printable I have for praying for the new year, I will link a video where I set this up, and I have links to these journals and the coordinating printable, but I definitely want to go through this before I kind of dive more into my goals, even though from here you can kind of see some of them, but I just wanted to kind of think and pray a little bit more about these different areas of my life. Next, I have my yearly tracker, and I like to use this for tracking my period, so that makes it really easy to kind of see over the yearly overview. And then this is my quarterly tasks page, so cleaning things I try and do 4 times a year. And then I have my monthly tasks, and I did end up migrating a lot of these over into the quarterly tasks and a couple of these onto the weekly tasks from this year. So 2023 was the first year we had a house, and while it is such a blessing, it is also so much work to clean and keep on task, on top of just all the cleaning tasks. It's very overwhelming to me. And so I try and have a lot of grace for myself. So I did move things that I had hoped to do monthly over to quarterly because it just wasn't happening monthly. And so it's good to kind of reevaluate. And I wanted to share this quote from this lady, Casey Davis. She has a book called How to Keep House While Drowning. And I haven't read the book yet, but it is on my wish list. But I follow her on Instagram, and she shared this quote. It says, if you go through your whole life thinking that every time you clean the fridge, it has to be perfect, every time you take a shower, it has to be perfect, every time you do a work project, it has to be perfect, you will burn out and hate your life. And I just liked that because, again, I am definitely a perfectionist, and so I wanted to have that on my cleaning pages in my planner, because it's better to do it imperfectly and get something done than to let this kind of perfectionism freeze me and hold me back. And then the weekly tasks, so I added the month over here, and then the task here also goes here. So water plants, dust, clean toilets, things like that. So those are what I hope to get done every week. Then I have my birthday page and future events page, and again have these brown florals, and I just love how it all came together. And here's that 1,000 hours outside tracker, and so hopefully that'll get kind of full throughout the season. So then these are the monthly and weekly pages, and so I added all of the tabs here, and then I will hopefully, Lord willing, have a January plan with me video up sometime soon, because it's almost January. But I'm going to have a title page, and then I have the monthly layout, and then I have my bill tracker that I added, and then I think I'm going to use this for a prayer for the month, but you could use this for a gratitude page, a bucket list for the month page, a habit tracker page for the month, lots of different ways. And then there are the weekly pages. So again, stay tuned for a January plan with me so you can kind of see how I plan to use it. But that's a verbal talk through of how I plan to have it set up. And remember, the bill tracker's a printable in my Etsy shop. And then in the back, I used another one of the glitter edgers to divide up these pages I have back here. And so first we have books I've read and books to read and get. Remember, this is a free printable on the Creative Faith blog. And comment below any book recommendations you have for the new year. Next, I have a wish list and an online order tracker. And back here, what I decided to do was use some of those really pretty neutral washi tapes. So in the front, I used the brown florals to set up all these pages. And then in the back, I wanted to switch it up and do something a little different. So I used the neutral colored washi tapes. Then I have the wish list for our house specifically. And then this was a page I saw on someone's YouTube channel. Her name is Riley Autumn. I'll link her channel down below. She has a lot of great planner content, but I really liked this page she set up with home projects to do, divided by the different room in the house. So excited to, Lord willing, tackle some home projects in the new year. And it's neat also to just look back on my 2023 planner and see all of the different home projects that we did this year, as well as all the different things we bought this year for our house. And so hopefully we'll have less things to buy and less projects to do as, the months and years go on. Then I have a spot for favorite songs from the year, as well as movies to watch. So if we hear of a good movie, we can document that and write it down to watch. So those are my pages so far in my planner, and I hope this video inspired and encouraged you to set up your planner for 2024. It's going to be a good year, a beautiful year, and yeah, so if you want to see more planner setup videos, I do have one from 2023, 2022, 2021, and I'll link those down below, as well as my full planner flip throughs that are on my YouTube channel too. And that'll just give you a lot more great ideas on how to set up your planner. So Comment below if you're excited for the new year. If you have any questions about my setup, I'd love to answer those. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss anything.